Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. As you may know, we're a few days out from the 4 rent pack dropping, and this is the newest expansion pack in The Sims 4, and thanks to the EA Creator Network, I actually have an early access copy of the game, so I wanted to dive into the build, buy, and all the new items that are coming with this pack so that I could show you, maybe get you excited, and just explore the Southeast Asian element of this pack, which I'm really excited for because it's something I don't feel we have enough of. I will give a little disclaimer, this is not the final software that will be released on release date, and I have noticed a few glitches. You will see some in this video. I've notified the team and hopefully they can work on them. It's not too intrusive, but you definitely will notice. The team works so hard to get rid of bugs, so I hope that they can get rid of this one. But without further ado, let's get into it. I've created a really chaotic looking lot with all the items just to show you, but I'm hoping that I can break it down into manageable sections so it won't be too difficult to follow. You can see this glitch that I'm having when I move my mouse around. It's making the walls see-through. I don't know why this is happening. When I was placing all of these items, it wasn't, and then suddenly it started in my game, but I've restarted and nothing's changed, so I don't know what's going on, but I don't have this game for very many more days, so I really want to get this filmed today so that I can edit it and show you when I'm allowed. Starting off with this little living room area that I've created here, we've got a new sofa, coffee table, side table, chair, all of these new little ornaments, some wall decals as well to go through. These are all the swatches just for the sofa. You've got some dark wood ones, some light wood ones, some white, some black, and then everything in between, but everything is very colorful in this pack, which I think is just an element of the Southeast Asian style. I'm not gonna lie though, I think we've needed that. I feel like modern aesthetic over the last few years has become very beige, gray, black, white, sleek, and that's just not the case in the entirety of the world, so I think it's really cool that we've now got some more color. But look at what we get for just this vase. You could have 50 of these and they would all look slightly different because of so many swatches. I love this. They are really spoiling us. On this table there's also a pestle and mortar and this really cute elephant teacup that comes in a bunch of colors as well. It's so adorable. I actually want one for my home. If anyone knows where to find one, I want one. And then there's a lot of wicker and rattan in this set of items, and this is just a bowl from the wicker style. We've got a new table light that I put in on this new coffee table and this new chair which comes in a bunch of different swatches. Above it you'll see a little bit more of the rattan style that I was talking about and the wicker. And then this is a new more traditional wall ornament which I think I'm going to use a lot of if I'm doing old-fashioned homes. Maybe for an elder this would work perfectly. One of my favorite things to put in houses is really thin portrait items, and this is perfect. I kid you not, I'm going to use this so much. I absolutely love it and all of the swatches, but I've always felt that we've needed more of these, so I'm excited just to get one. This also kind of works. It's the same sort of shape, but it's a wood carving, and the elephant is really symbolic and popular in Southeast Asian countries. They also have elephants there, so I really like this little nod to the culture. And then for a bigger piece we've also got this wood carving, and right underneath it you'll notice this second sofa that comes with the pack. I think this is more of an outdoor sofa than the other one, so that's probably where I'm going to use it, but you could use it inside too. The pack also comes with a scary looking gnome. It looks like this is a nod to the new Death because he's growing fungi. I don't know about that, but that new Death honestly terrifies me. It is probably one of the most scary ones we've got in the game. This new rug under this living room area is really nice, but it also is a perfect size, and it's got a few different color swatches and very opinionated when it comes to rugs, and this one actually I like. There have been quite a few rugs in the last few releases that I liked the first swatch but not any of the other ones, and I genuinely don't think I can say that for this one. There's also a small and big version of this new palm tree one. Again, it's got really nice swatches, also with a bit of color. These are 3 of the 4 new plants that are coming to the pack. These 2 are very old-fashioned, I would say, and they come in again a bunch of swatches, which gives a few different vibes. I would say that this one looks really run down, whereas this looks more modern, but I think the shape of this one makes it really usable, and I absolutely love these versions of the vase. I think that that just makes it kind of modern, and I could see myself using this all the time. And this one here would actually be perfect for outside or inside, so I think it's really versatile, but I really like this kind of swatch, and that could just go in any of my houses. The final little plant we've got is the only one that snaps to things, so this one's on a tabletop, but look how cute it is! Which brings us really nicely onto the new table sets we're getting. We're getting 2 tables, both of which are small and only come in wood swatches, so we're not getting a colorful table, which I think I could have done with in a pack like this. I'm not complaining too hard though because I don't use color a lot in my builds, but I know that some people do. These new chairs again go with the wicker style I was talking about, and I really struggle with getting outdoor chairs to look right, so I think that this might actually work really well for me. This is the second table and chair set that we're getting, which is obviously a little bit more decorative. It's got the same wood swatches as the first one, and inside the chair here is this really, really pretty flower detail, and that changes depending on which swatch you've got. On top of it are 2 new lights that we're getting, so this is a lovely little candle. It does remind me heavily of the City Living one that we've got, but I do really, really love that City Living candle, so I think I'm going to use this as well because it is just a tiny bit smaller, and of course it's new, and I love new things. This one's a little bit larger. It's got the same wicker style as those chairs that I just showed, and I'm taking that to mean that this is supposed to be an outside light, and I could definitely see it in both inside and outside situations, but I will probably use it outside more because we don't really have enough outside things, I always find. You'll notice that wicker style which goes into other items as well, so we've got this chest of drawers here which is for their wardrobe, and this bed which also has it on the backboard. I'm bringing the first sofa back into this because the swatches actually match. If you change these, they actually go together. It makes it cohesive, which I love. I like everything to match and look good and all the wood swatches to be the same. I really feel like they're playing on that because if you look at all 3 of these together, you can just tell that all the wood swatches are gonna match, and I know so many people are gonna be excited for that. Back to the bed though, and I feel like we don't have enough subtle 4-poster beds. I always find myself using City Living ones, and that pack came out, what, 7 years ago? So I'm really glad that we have another one, and it comes in usable swatches. Nothing crazy and multicolored and ridiculous. It's colorful, but not in your face, which is perfect. For wall items, we've got another one of these montage paintings. I use these all the time, so I will always take another one of these. But isn't the elephant just the cutest thing ever? And I love it when they don't just change the frame color and they actually change the pictures inside, so this can be used all the time. Now over here you'll notice a new welcome mat. We definitely needed a new one of these. I'm so sick of using the cats and dogs ones. I don't even like the cats and dogs ones, but they feel like the only ones that we've got, so having another one of these is great. And then this item is really strange. It's actually just a non-functional door, so you can make a boarded up shop or a rundown unit for a landlord and then just put this on, and then it looks like a normal door on the inside, but of course you can't use it at all, and that's kind of a cool feature. I feel like we need more of this for garage doors. I don't know when I'm going to use this one, but you might have some really good ideas for it. Everyone who is sick of the vampire radiators, you can rejoice. We're getting new radiators. We're getting a short version and a long version. They also come in 2 different styles, one being a very classic one that's well kept and well maintained. Again, look how many colors. We even get a purple radiator, a pink, a peach, green. You can have anything. And then the second one is a little bit more run down if you're playing a story like that. I don't think they affect gameplay in any way. I don't think they come with any negative moodlets or anything if you do have the chipped one versus the clean one. Talking about storytelling though, look how many new wall decals we have for mold and damp and healing plaster. I think these are perfect if you're going to make a grotty rental, or if you want to do a rags to riches and you just want to show that they get better over time and they clean up a place. These also don't affect your gameplay in any way. They are just there for storytelling and the vibes, but I love that. Rounder curtains, we have 2 new types of curtains, this one with a knot in and this straight one, and they come in 3 different wall heights, so you do have all of them there. And they also come with a new matching curtain pole. We need so many more curtain poles in the game. I'm so glad they're finally adding these with all the new curtains we're getting. I use them all the time to fit weirdly shaped windows. For the curtains, they haven't just changed the color, they've also changed the pattern, so they're a variety and a couple of just plain ones. If I'm honest, they're probably not ones that I'm going to use much, but that's just more my building style than them not being good. I think I like them, I just probably won't use them. I'm not sure if this is coming with base game or just with the pack, but this is Snowy Escape inspired, and it's one of those take your shoes off before you enter the house kind of posters. So from it you can set whether you want Sims to do that or whether you don't care. It's another really cool feature because I believe some cultures like to leave their shoes outside or on a little indent when they step first into the house because they think shoes are yucky in the house, which fair enough. I kind of agree with that, but this is to make your Sims remove their shoes. Moving over to this bar section, we've got these bar stools that come in a variety of colors and this bar as well, which is so pretty with that detail. You could definitely use this for a wedding if you've got My Wedding Stories. And this is actually just one massive item, which is the back to the bar, which again comes in the same wood swatches. If you're anything like me, you might be most excited that we're getting another kitchen set. I genuinely feel like an expansion pack is not an expansion pack unless it has a new kitchen set for me. I get bored of the ones we have so quickly. I always need more, and so I'm really glad we've got another one. And this one I think is going to be a lot easier to use than the Snowy Escape one because it's not open. I find myself never using the Snowy Escape one because it's just too much for me to clutter. But it comes with this really cool navy blue, and I genuinely cannot think of another navy blue top that we've had before. So just for that fact, I really like it. On here we've got a new and modern utensils drying item, and there are so many new appliances that come with this kitchen set. This is one of those drinks trays. There's also one in spa day and maybe in backyard stuff where they can serve, so it acts acts as a bar. This tiffin box is just decoration but is used to symbolize their lunch boxes in these parts of the world. And then underneath this is the new fridge, which is actually a small fridge. We don't have many of these. I think they're from Spa Day and Discover University, so it's really nice to get a new one. And it again comes in a bunch of colors. Now for kitchen appliances, this is a new dishwasher that takes up 3/4 of the cabinet. I actually don't know how I feel about this, especially as you can't change what location within the cabinet it takes up. And we did just get a very, very similar one with Home Chef Hustle. And then on top of here, we have this more traditional kettle and this more modern kettle, and then the rice cooker and steamer in the middle. I absolutely cannot live without my rice cooker at home, so I'm really excited that my Sims get to have that. I haven't yet tested if toddlers can take out food directly from it, but if they can, that's going to be a really useful feature for the 100 Baby Challenge. Onto wall things. I'm so sorry that this keeps glitching. It's really bugging me out, but there's nothing I can do about it. We've got new shelves up here, and then these are the cabinets that go up the wall, which obviously come in the same wood tones as the cabinets. If you were to rank kitchen sets, where does this one sit for you? I think I really like it, but I won't be using it all the time. But for any dark, rustic, cozy, Southeast Asian inspired builds that I do, I definitely will be using it. What I never use in my game though are these dividers. This is the new one that we're getting with the pack. It doesn't come in any colorful swatches, but it does come in all the wood tones that they've used. Does anyone use these? I've never put them in a house. I don't know who owns one either in my real life. Maybe they're just not something that I'm utilizing. I don't know. Do you use them? Bathroom wise, we've got a new colorful shower with this pattern at the back. There are also 2 new vanity tables. I feel like we don't have anything like this in the game. We've got the vanities from Vintage Glamour and the new Modern Luxe one, but nothing so small as this, just for decoration. You might be wondering what on earth this absolutely tiny pot is. It's actually a potty for your toddlers. They can earn the potty skill on this little pot. We've got a new bathroom sink. Unfortunately, this one does not clip into counters like I'm looking for, want, and need. We do not have enough that clip into counters, but it is a nice one, and I love that we finally got a nice circular one. And then maybe the most unique things for the bathroom, 2 squat toilets. A more modern looking one and an older looking style. I don't know if I could use these, but I know that loads of people do around the world, and so it's really cool to get something completely different for our bathrooms. This is the only mirror that we get with the pack. I'm a little bit concerned of how high it sits on the wall, but it's a really traditional style, so kind of in keeps with everything else that we've got. Finally, for the things that I've got on the inside, this is the little marbles playing area with the collection jar, and these are all the overhead lights. We've got these fish ones in 3 different sizes, and then we've also got these which are colorful lanterns, and then another more outside looking overhead light. Coming outside, there are 2 new awnings, a small one and a large one of each size that are colorful and different styles. And this is a really cool feature that they've added. This is an air conditioning unit. I don't think it's functional, but it's also not just Southeast Asian inspired. I went to America and saw so many of these through people's windows, so I love that they've included that and it works well from both sides. These are the landlord items. So this is a water heater, this is a solar water heater, and then a fuse box, and each one comes in a non-functional or a functional one. So you could do it just for the looks, or you could do it to actually have problems and upkeep and maintenance for it. There's a long and a short hopscotch play area, 3 new mailboxes depending on what kind of a lot you have. So this one obviously has 3 units for it, this one has multi-units, and this one's just a single one. We've got a new outside trash can and a for rent sign. This you can actually click on in gameplay to get some interactions with it. And then 2 new wall lights. Both I think are really perfect for outside. Coming on over to garden furniture, we've got this new hot tub, which is a stone design. I'll always take new hot tubs because we haven't got one in a long time, so I'm really glad for this one. This is what they're calling a spirit house. It comes in 4 different colors and your sim can offer things to it, and then it gives some nice moodlets. There's a new little pool floaty, this open but simple grill, and then a plastic chair that comes in a variety of colors and a matching footstool for it, which again comes in the same colors. We've got 2 new outside lights, which is this street lamp version and this lantern version. I love the lantern one. I think I'll use that all the time. And the street lights, if you're making communal areas that have streets, could be really great. These are the things that you might use or build with less. So we've got this archway that you can pop in, and these just decorative tuk-tuks, which are a really common way that you can get around in Southeast Asian countries. You will also see them driving around in Tomarang. Obviously you can't drive in them, but it's a nice little feature to not just have cars on the road. These are some of the Tomarang night market stalls that you can pop in. There's this light up awning. I guess that would be good if you're using Home Chef Hustle or doing maybe some family gatherings. Another purely decorative stall, and this is the public toilets that they've given us that you can place anywhere. This is a little for rent poster, this is a more market stall poster, and this is a shop sign. And that is absolutely everything in the build items that comes with this pack. You might have, however, seen that my wall is a little bit stripy. These are all the new swatches that we get for the wallpapers. I wasn't kidding about how many swatches we get. This is just for one, and there are 5 new wallpapers that we're getting with this pack, and it comes in so many pretty colors. Like, this is a light purple. I feel like we've been missing pastels, and this pack is finally giving them to us. It's also got a really nice texture to it, so this one might actually replace my favorite wallpaper, which comes from Courtyard Oasis kit, and it just comes in so many more colors than the Courtyard one does, so I love this and I'm going to use it all the time. These are all the swatches for the more inside wallpaper with this detailing at the bottom. And then we have 3 wooden paneling ones. They come in the same colors, but different styles. It's kind of subtle, the differences, but I like that there are 3 of them. These are all the tiles that we get. I wanted to show all the colors just in one go because there are so many of them. This one and this one are really cool because they actually come with different versions. So each has one with a straight edge, they have a plain one, and then they have a corner version as well to them, which means you can create some really cool designs for your floors. These are all the new wood swatches we're getting, and I really like this wood, especially this color here and this lighter version. I can definitely see that replacing some of the ones that I use now. There's this stone in a variety of colors and pastels, and then this really cool set which alternates between stone and mural. I haven't seen them do this much, and I would really like to see more of this because I think it looks amazing. If you're still with me, these are the 3 new columns that we're getting. They come in a variety of wood swatches or colors. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we get 6 new fences. These first 3 are more for inside usage and for staircases, and then these 2 are more outside and fences. I love all of these, especially this, which comes in so many different colors, including purple and pink, which we definitely needed more of, but it finally looks like a realistic boundary to your lot. As do these 2 though. There's one new staircase. It is only open though. It doesn't come with that underneath section, but there are 3 new banisters that match the 3 interior fences. And then we have 3 new gates which match the exterior fences. We also have a couple new balcony decals, 2 new spandrels. You'll see that this one actually fits with the windows as well, and this plain but chunky version. I don't know how we got this lucky, but we have so many new windows, and this doesn't even include the ones for medium and tall wall height. If I was to go through every single swatch and style of these new windows, my video would be like 2 or 3 hours long, so I won't do that. They said, you know what, we haven't done a Southeast Asian pack, let's just give them absolutely everything. There are so many, I genuinely can't get over it. We were a bit less lucky with doors, though we do have 3 new ones. I feel like these are all front doors, and I would have liked a few interior doors as well, but I think maybe this one could work for interior. For roofs, we've got 2 new roof swatches. They both come in a variety of colors, and they look kind of terracotta. I think these are perfect, but I'm just so excited to finally have properly colored roofs that look good. And you'll notice that some of the swatches also look a little bit worn, which is again perfect for storytelling. There are a few new roof details like the spire, these horns. I don't know if that's what they're called, but they look like horns. And then you can make this really cool tiered roof detail with this new ridge and cap. I think some builders are going to do amazing things with these. There are 2 new roof awnings, this smaller, more colorful one and this larger wooden one. And we've got this new very chunky wooden frieze to go around your house. I think I've covered just about everything. I've been filming for almost an hour and a half. So the last thing that we've got is this new foundation, which is stilts for your house. So if you don't have Snowy Escape or Sulani, you can now have some new stilts. But again, it's very with the style. And I feel like all of these items fit the brief and the style of the Southeast Asian world of Tomarang just so well. And like I mentioned with the windows, they've just chucked everything that they possibly can. The build buy is absolutely massive for this pack. I just cannot thank the gurus enough for giving us so much. And I really hope Simmers of Southeast Asia finally feel represented and they can make themselves, their family, their world, their culture in the game finally. I just think that's so cool and something that a British simmer and American simmers can kind of take for granted or just not understand. So all of these strides in these new worlds make me so happy that people are finally represented. Now that we have gone through all of the build and all of the buy that is coming with For Rent, what do you think of it? Do you like it? Are you gonna get this pack? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more For Rent and The Sims content, and I cannot wait to see you in another video.